Good morning. We have come down the street for some breakfast. We have come to
Toasted? No, I don't know what it's called. Can't see it on the map.
It didn't really have a sign, but it looks lovely. We took a picture of the venue, so we'll be showing that. But today is our tourist day, so we are going to be going to the castle. We're going to go to the Jewish quarter and try a traditional Jewish sort of pizza flatbread. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
Yeah, and apparently the Jewish quarter has some great bars, so maybe we'll go back there in the evening and try and look out for some of those great bars that have been recommended to us. What else are we doing today?
Just walk around. I don't think we've got a plan.
Just mooch around.
So yeah, we're going to head to the castle. I've just bought the tickets, and the good news is it is free November. So didn't have to pay for the tickets for the castle, although you have to go through the process of putting your email address and everything in, but you can go for free in November, and that gets us access to, I should tell you now, access to the castle itself, the entire second floor of the castle, the staterooms, and the Ottoman Turkish tents. So that should be cool. We'll do that, and then apparently there's like a bridge that goes over the river. One of my friends who came to Krakow a couple of weeks back with his other half, he said go to the bridge. That's all I know about it. So we'll head there. That's near the Jewish quarter though, so I reckon eat this, go to the castle, head to the Jewish quarter, get lunch in the Jewish quarter, go to the bridge, and then work out what on earth we're going to be doing after that.
It's my blowout.
Hello.
We just had our breakfast. We stink.
It was called Cakester Cafe. I know you're all wondering.
Yeah, you're all desperate to know.
Yeah.
And now we have booked a slot at the castle for 11:50.
Yeah.
So we are just currently pacing it there now. It's very busy. People everywhere.
Yeah, it's a big tour.
Yeah, happening. So we're kind of infiltrating the tour.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely sunny day, very chilly, but we should warm up by the time we get to the castle.
Yeah, look how sunny the square is.
I know, hang on. Let me turn this round. Hello, we're getting currently blinded by the sun,
Yeah.
so we're going to keep this very brief.
I can't even see, I'll be honest.
We just finished the tour of the castle and the castle grounds.
Yeah.
We saw the dragon's den, which was really cool, and the dragon statue. It actually does breathe fire.
Every 5 minutes, but we missed it.
Yeah, we missed it, and then it just got really, really busy, so we're like, okay, well, let's just go. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. It felt like packed full of...
Really busy. A lot of tours happening.
Oh yeah, packed full of people, but I was going to say like the castle itself was packed full of kind of, I don't know if exhibits is the right word, but packed full of different stuff.
Yeah. It was really, really cool. It was like not only, art that was preserved over the years, but also just a lot of artifacts, a lot of artillery, a lot of textiles. We saw like the crown jewels, which was gorgeous.
Busy in that room though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. It was quite hard to manoeuvre around, but I loved it. I'm like a big art history fan, so
Misha
it was cool
like,
for me.
I'm going to take a photo of that and do more reading about it later.
Yeah, well, there was a genuine Michelangelo sculpture. It was tiny, but it was really cool in the study.
I couldn't work out if that was a genuine sculpture or if it said it was a copy of a Michelangelo sculpture.
Why it didn't? Why would it be a copy?
Because I'm sure it said copy in the little thing.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go.
I could be wrong though.
Well, yeah. I'd be surprised if it was just quite so open.
Yeah,
like,
to be a genuine,
yeah.
like, right, that you could touch it
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
But that was really cool, and now we are... What are we going to do now?
I think we're going to walk to the Jewish quarter, get some lunch maybe, head to this mystery bridge. But also I want to get a chimney cake at some point today. I saw 2 women eating a chimney cake earlier. It reminded me we've not done that yet, so let's...
Well, yeah, it's weird because I've not actually seen any. I've seen loads of the pretzels and loads of the donuts, but not a single... And like loads of shawarma, but like I've not seen any chimney cake sort of cafes or sellers.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll head to the Jewish quarter to get some lunch because getting quite hungry, and then we'll work out where to get a chimney cake from. How about that? It's called a classic hot dog. I mean, I've never had one before, so I don't know how it ranks as classic, but here it is classic. I've gone for a Lotus Biscoff chimney cake. I thought they came with ice cream in. They don't, but either way.
You can get ice cream in them. How many times do I have to say this?
Yes, but you haven't said it on the vlog, so I thought they had ice cream in. They don't, so I've gone for a Lotus Biscoff. Anisha has gone for...
I have gone for Nutella and hazelnuts.
Right, let's do it. I mean, I have no idea how you eat it.
Yeah. There we go.
It's messy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very good. Super nice. Good. I'm going to stop the recording so we can actually enjoy it.
Hello.
Hi, cheers.
Cheers. We are clearly back in the hotel. After the chimney cake, we just felt immensely cold and immensely tired after all of the walking and sightseeing, and I think as well, like, I think there's probably still a bit of a fatigue hangover from all the walking we did yesterday as well.
Yeah, I think, like, it would have been, well, I don't know about you, but I would have been okay had the chimney cake place been indoor. The little, like, food court that we went to, which, you know, I'm sure you saw on the footage. In the summer, I imagine it's amazing because, like, it's outside, you know, I bet the sun's shining, everybody's eating nice food. But, like, when it's kind of I don't know what the temperature is today, but, like, it's definitely under 10 degrees and you're just sitting outside, you're like, a bit cold.
But I think, like, now the sun's going in, I think we've really made the most of the day so far, like being outside, and it was just so sunny and really nice. So I'm, like, pleased with what we've achieved already. So what we're going to do is we're going to chill here for a bit. We're going to check in for our flight tomorrow at soon, because it's going to be 24 hours before we fly. And then we're going to get ourselves amped up again to go back to the Jewish quarter, because that's where all the great bars are. Also, that's where the traditional pizza is, which we didn't...
Zapikanka,
Okay.
I think it's called.
Which we didn't have at lunch.
No, Zapikanka, something like that. When we get there, we'll see what it's actually called.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they had one in the kind of food truck place, but I didn't. I want to get the like the authentic one.
Yeah, which I think we'll probably do that for dinner. But how did you rate your hot dog?
Yeah, it was okay. You know,
I'm not a big hot dog fan, so I didn't really. I originally wasn't going to eat any, and then you stopped halfway and you were like, I don't want this anymore. And I was like, okay, oh, let me try a bit. I think the thing with like a lot of meat out here, like sausages, like they're very, very intense flavors. Like they're very heavily spiced and smoked, which is like really nice. But for like a hot dog, it's just a bit
overpowering.
Intense. Yeah. Like when I said that I had the traditional Polish soup, there was just like a lot of smoked sausage in there. I was like, ooh, okay, this is a lot. Yeah,
there was a lot of sauerkraut on it as well, which a bit too much for my liking. But yeah, it was fine. You know, it's definitely when in Rome kind of situation. You got to have kind of some spiced meat. Why not?
But yeah, we're just going to recharge our batteries. Both our cameras, our phones, and ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then we'll see you out in a bit. So, this is an update of what we've been doing this evening. Yeah. So, after our chill sesh was done here, we headed to the Jewish Quarter again, as discussed, and we went to the oldest Jewish restaurant in Krakow, called Ariel.
It was really, really good.
It was so like, I can't explain it. It was just so quaint. Yeah. It was originally a rabbi's house that was built in between the two world wars, and then it was converted into a restaurant, a gallery, and just a shop of like culture. The food was amazing. I loved it.
It was like like traditional Jewish food, essentially.
Yeah. So I had the matzo ball soup, and you had the garlic soup.
Yeah, which
we can still smell now.
Yeah.
Luckily for me.
So, I would say, like, if you are watching this vlog as a single person who's going to be hitting the Krakow town afterwards, probably avoid the garlic soup. Not because it wasn't delicious, but because, you know, the chances of you getting a kiss afterwards are very low.
Oh, yeah. But it was great. And then for mains, I had the traditional Jewish stew. Mm-hmm. And what did you have?
I had the traditional, like, Polish dumplings, which is called...
Pierogi?
Pierogi, thank you. Yeah, so I had spinach pierogi, basically. And let me tell you, I like kind of... It was more like ravioli as opposed to dumplings, I guess. But I like ravioli. I get it quite a lot at home. And normally when you get ravioli at home, you get kind of like 4 bits of ravioli that are tiny, and you've eaten it in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was humongous. There was so many. Firstly, each ravioli parcel was massive. And then secondly, there was about like 12 of them.
Yeah, if not more.
It was crazy.
And the portions were huge. And I was like saying over the dinner table, I was starting to get a bit hungry in the hotel room, and I was thinking about like maybe eating some snacks, but then I thought against it, and I was like, oh well, maybe I'll like save myself for the dinner. I'm so glad I did.
Oh my God.
Because the portions are just ridiculous. Like they're huge. So I'd say if you're going there, which we definitely recommend going there.
Yeah.
Go there with an appetite.
Yeah, and I should say as well, obviously I can't speak from my own experience of going there, but we went based on one of my good friend's recommendations. And he said when he went, they had like live music and stuff in there. We didn't have that, but we went on is it Tuesday today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Tuesday, so it's unlikely to be kind of, you know, at the peak of kind of happeningness.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing he would have went on a weekend. So like if you are going to go on a weekend, I think that there's like live music and stuff happening in there.
And I think the Jewish quarter itself we just realised was the place to be. Like it was really cool. It was like a lot more like youth skewing. It was a lot more like the more authentic experience of Krakow. Like the old town where we're staying is gorgeous and really, really nice and so much happening. But you know, it's very touristy and there's people trying to sell stuff to you all the time.
Yeah, fully. Like it is really geared towards tourism, and the tourism that like a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy, i.e. kind of like horse and carriage rides where it's going to be abhorrently expensive, people trying to lure you into strip clubs. Like for example, I just went, it's funny because when I go anywhere with Misha, because we're a couple obviously,
people don't approach you.
Nobody approaches me, but 2 nights in a row now, so last night and tonight, I've gone to the shop alone, and I get approached every single time when I'm alone by kind of men and women in the street asking me if I want to go to strip clubs. And from what we obviously haven't been to the strip clubs, but from what I've read online and different reviews that I've watched of Krakow, it's normally a scam to get you into a strip club and then extort money from you. I can't say that with 100% certainty because it hasn't happened to me, but that's generally what the advice is online, and avoid those places. Yeah.
But like to bring it back, I think like that's kind of, it takes away from the beauty of staying here. Whereas like in the Jewish quarter, it's like so much quieter.
Yeah, it wasn't like that at all. It was like there was just, it's weird because Misha's right. It's quieter in terms of like when you're walking down the streets, but it's like bar after bar after bar after bar.
And they're all full.
Yeah, but people are like inside them, like having a really nice drink with cool music on. Yeah. It's like you said, it skews so much younger, I think. Whereas like the old town is really, there's a lot of kind of like British lads.
Yeah, a lot of stag do's and a lot of like, lads holidays and stuff. Whereas,
even just then, when I left to go to the shop, I went past bar 442, which is the sports bar, which happens to be on the same road that our apartment is on. And it was like a big group of English lads. One of them was really hammered, and it was like, you know, that kind of vibe. Yeah. So whereas like where the next place that we went after Ariel, another recommendation, by the way. What was it called? Ezeveria, I would say, yeah. Ezeveria. Loved it. It's a ruins bar, so it's like kind of a remodel after a sort of a bombed building, and I think that's quite common in the Jewish quarter. But it was just beautiful. It was really, really rustic, is the one way that I could describe it. Yeah. It's just got great like mood lighting, just really good vibes, really nice and chilled. Like the people are super nice, and again, it's like I think we were probably one of the only British people, like one of the only British groups that were in there. Everyone was either Polish or European. Yeah. Which I love, which is normally an indicator of like this is not a good authentic vibe. Yeah. It's like what actual people who live in Krakow kind of do, isn't it? Or a place that they actually go to, as opposed to like a place that's just geared towards stag do's coming over here and drinking as much pints as
Yeah,
possible, as
yeah.
many pints as possible, I should say.
But it's been a very cheap night out. Our meal at Ariel was £35.
It was like 171 zloty, I
Yeah,
think it came
171 zloty without tip. And obviously we did tip. But that gave us, 2 starters, 2 mains, and 2 drinks.
Yeah, which is crazy because you had like a glass of red wine. I had a pint of Żywiec, which is like the kind of carling, I guess, of... Sorry, it's probably Polish people saying it bloody well ain't, but it's like the common beer, I guess, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that, and then a soup each, and then you had your stew and I had my ravioli. And it was... like we said earlier, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but the portions were massive. Even the soup was like a big size, and that came to like 35 quid total.
It was really cheap. And then obviously drinks at the pub were about £6 for a round, which was 2 pints. And then the cab home was £3. So it's been just a very nice, affordable evening with like really great food, really great vibe. It's definitely been my favourite night so far.
But yeah, that's usually the way, isn't it? It takes you a few days to get your bearings and work out what's what, and then it's time to go home.
It also really helped that like your friend was here like not long ago,
literally 2 weeks ago, so that was
scoped
lucky.
out some great places. I think that's the thing. As much as we love to like go on TikTok and go on reviews and see what people are going to, like Cosmic Games was really fun, but like it was clear that it was scouted out on TikTok.
Yeah, because like we said in the video, it's all Brits.
Yeah. Whereas like this was like word of mouth.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting. I suppose we're not really saying anything apart from just kind of reciting our experiences, but it was just great. Like really recommend both places that we went to tonight.
I guess my top tip for the evening is, if you're watching this and you're coming to Krakow, I assume you are, definitely, obviously the old town, I'm not going to sit here and say don't stay in the old town or go to the old town. Definitely do, because there are things to do and see in the old town that if you're coming here you're going to want to do. But don't be afraid to leave the old town.
Don't think that there's nothing going on outside.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. And I think I've been saying this kind of all throughout today. Like, this is probably one of my favourite trips that we've taken. There's been so much to see. Every day we've had has been so different, but like so full of cool stuff. Like the castle today was amazing. Like I loved seeing that. And then obviously like trying chimney cake and like
You've still got
going
yours in the fridge,
I
mate.
know, like going and like having that traditional Jewish meal tonight. It's just so amazing. And also, again, like not relevant to tonight, but everyone here who we've met who has like worked in service, or, you know, like taxi drivers or waiters or baristas or bar workers, like everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, everyone's so lovely, and it's such a nice country to be in.
Yeah. First time for both of us in Poland.
Yeah,
as well,
I've never been to Poland, and it's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
So we are going to get cracking on packing, because tomorrow is we have to check out tomorrow morning.
At 11 a.m. as well, by the way, which sucks. It's only an hour before most places, but I feel like, I don't know about you, but like, it makes such a big difference. So yeah, we got to do that, and then work out where we're going to drop our cases to, because we've got kind of like half a day of exploring tomorrow to do as well.
Before we go to, we have to get our magnets, and I have to get my rolling pin.
Yeah, you better remember that. Yeah, rolling pins are big business here.
Rolling pins are big business. And I'll make a lovely pie when I get home with my new rolling pin.
So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, let's finish packing. We've rambled on enough here, and I guess we'll pick up with you.
We'll see you in the morning.
Tomorrow, yeah. Good night. But that's usually the way, isn't it? Pardon me. Let's start again, because that's going to stink.
Oh, stings.